It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Vikes and the Silver and Black, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Las Vegas Raiders. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Gonna run with Madison again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Here's Madison running on first down, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 40 now on second down, Cousins toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now a give to Madison. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Cousins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on third down, because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
Fourth down, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are on the board first here in Vegas. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it, fourth and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a hit and a loose football. And this belongs to the Vikings. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Another carry now for Madison. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota from 28 yards out. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Garoppolo. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down, Jacobs once more. A little juke. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On first down, Garoppolo. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo now. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Touchdown Raiders! Austin Hooper from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are back within a score. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Austin Hooper touchdown. following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
To throw, Cousins. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drive the feet. He's going to have the first down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Madison. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Draw play, Madison. call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Cousins on 4th down.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
They'll run with Madison.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
58 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota.
Joseph's got it, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive.
Up to the 20.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd and 8 coming up.
To throw is Garoppolo.
And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Garoppolo.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Let's go now, let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's do our thing, let's do our thing.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, Brandon Powell. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings head out to take over once again.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Going on the ground with Madison. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. To throw is Cousins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Madison. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for him to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for him. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Madison will score. Touchdown, Vikings. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is now 13. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first run for the backup, Abdullah.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Garoppolo to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Hunter Renfro who capped things off with a touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Nwangu now from his end zone. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Here's a give to Madison running right. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. DeAndre Carter back deep. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half with this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half. We'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. It's caught here by Adams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Caught out right by Renfro. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Carlson able to put this one through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Nwonger now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Vikings in that first half. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Open man right side, Myers. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down and separated right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The 71 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time, a 9-play drive. And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
They'll start on the ground with Madison.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turned that one into a big play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
He's had a good 3rd quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the 3rd quarter. But I like to think it is a team adjustment. Offensive line, those big escorts of his, they figured out how to block a little bit better, and he's found those holes to run through.
He has indeed.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Powell. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Here's Madison running left.
And he's got some space here. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line. Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Play action now, Cousins.
This goes out wide from Madison. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Once again, let's go do this thing, baby.
Cousins again. Touchdown, Vikings!
Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings have retaken a third-quarter lead. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2.
Cousins will try and throw. Steps away to his left. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
it's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, Garoppolo. His throw incomplete.
Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for.
But it's going to be second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 116 yards here for Madison. He's got a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. 1st kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's taken down, but but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Jacobs going to try the middle, dancing away at the 30. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's complete to Adams.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd down and 3.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this is incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And it's complete to Adams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo, and that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Jacoby Myers from 8 yards out, and the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tied football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A first down throw for Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Cousins now. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Play fake. Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give to Madison. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Here's Madison running on 1st down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Cousins. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, man. Let's go, baby.
Throwing, Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Madison.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Again, Madison. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball game. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph.
This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Joseph is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by a field goal. 1:51 on the clock. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Pass complete, it's Adams.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Now Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Garoppolo to throw. Able to connect with Jacobs.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 81 yards. And the Raiders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So now it's the Vikings' turn, trailing by 4, 65 seconds remaining.
They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Cousins. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Cousins to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Here's Cousins. He finds his man, complete. That's Osborne.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They'll look to throw.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. Fourth down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One last shot now for Cousins. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that gives them a 3-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.